Right now, if you can see, my ears are very red. And my ears get really red when I'm stressed or nervous about the future and everything like that. And right now, it's really late at night. It's not too late. It's around 9:30, so it's not like way too late or anything like that. But getting a little stressed, and something that I noticed, I started noticing this week by week. No one cares about me. No one cares about you to be successful. But the point is that right now, I noticed that like every single time when I'm working on, right now I post like a ton of content. So whenever I'm posting like a ton of content, like I post like a lot, not like a lot of short form, a lot of everything. Like I'm posting a lot. So I'm once again, I'm not making this about me. But the point is that like when I'm doing all that, I feel very confident and not very anxious. Like whenever I'm working on something, I don't feel anxious like when I'm doing it. I feel very confident almost. I'm like, yeah, like I get like healthy, good dopamine. Like the dopamine you get from scrolling. I don't scroll. I'm not a consumer. That's why I produce, because I don't consume. There's a lot of consumers, so there's a reason why a lot of people produce. Without a consumer, there's no need for a producer, and without a producer, there's no need for a consumer. If that last part even made any sense. But yeah, that dopamine that you most people get from scrolling, doing all that type of stuff. I get it from producing the content. I feel very good. I feel very confident. I feel almost a little bit unstoppable. I'm like, yeah, look, this is a area, because I'm doing it right now in an area. Like I'm producing a lot of content. Like I'm in multiple areas, but one area that I'm in right now is I'm producing a lot of wrestling clips, like commentary and stuff like and things like that. I'm producing 5 a day at the moment on that thing, and I'm doing that. I'm taking clips from my long form video, my wrestling clip, and I'm producing 5 a day on my short form videos. And I feel very confident while editing and doing all that type of stuff. I'm like, yeah, no one else is doing this. I'm getting ahead of the competition. I'm wiping out the competition. I'm setting the area, because people done it before, but no one's really consistent with it. Like most people probably will post like 3 times a week. They're not posting 35 times a week, and all of them are different, like matches and stuff like that. So I'm getting really head there. I'm a college wrestler, and I'm still actively in the college scene. I still have 4-year eligibility. I'm not wrestling this college season because injury and I'm fasting during the month of Ramadan, so I don't want to risk that. And I'm potentially thinking about not cutting weight anymore. I cut at least 13 pounds this season, which isn't exactly the most fun, but yeah, I don't really know what I'm doing there. But I wrestled the previous year, and I wrestled while I was a starter and everything like that, so I'm not some nobody. But that's why I'm doing that, because I have a experience there. I'm not experienced in like football or anything. Like it's wrestling, football, they're similar. Like let's say baseball. I don't really know much about baseball, so. But the point is that when I'm doing all that, I feel very confident. I feel like unstoppable almost. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do all of this. But when I'm sitting in my bed, if I'm not producing content, or if I'm not if I'm just laying down at night, I get very anxious and very tired, and I don't want to sleep. I'm like, wait, can I do more? Should I do more? There's so much stuff to do. And then let's say, for example, I sit down and relax for like 30 minutes. Then like, out of nowhere, 1 minute will be like, oh my God, wait, I could have spent that 30 minutes doing something else. I could have got ahead of the competition, And I feel like a lot of people like think that like, if you don't work as hard as possible, your life's over. And I'm juggling a college sport, so it's not easy doing everything in a college life, and have to still be balancing my nutrition, my training, everything. So it's a little bit more difficult doing all that. So I'm not completely like a loser just sitting in his room producing content. I am, but doing all that type of stuff, and makes you feel confident when I'm doing it. And it's something I noticed that I'm not even that old right now. I'm literally just 19. I'm not even like 25 or anything. A lot of guys, will start getting to this phase, I've noticed, around like 25, 30, which is no issue. It doesn't matter what time. Just right now, I don't really have anybody to, like I was saying before, like the loose in the room, I don't really have anyone to socialize with. So, doing this is my way of socializing and connecting, because I don't know how I just like, I don't know, it's just something that I connect with. And just talking to other people as well, it gets me a little anxious. It gets me like safe in the moment. Like when I'm talking to somebody, I feel like good in the moment, but like afterwards, I'm like when I go out of my way to hang out with somebody, in the moment I feel good and everything. And like 10 minutes later, I'm like, oh yeah, let's plan for our next thing. But afterwards, I'm like, wait, I just wasted time. I could have done more, And maybe this is because of the influence of other people. This is also something I noticed, that like a lot of people, don't talk to a lot of people anymore, because what do you hear online a lot? oh yeah, don't be around people that are not going to benefit you. But if everyone's doing that, then nobody's going to have any friends, you know? And I feel like this is also another issue about why everyone gets so stressed and feels like they're never doing enough. Because everywhere you go, people are telling you you're not doing enough. Everywhere you go, people are like online. When you scroll, people are like, oh yeah, you're wasting your time. You could have done this. You could have done this. And there's this big hustle and everything. The reason why I'm hustling is to produce my brand, my wrestling brand. I'm not hustling because I want to, make like billions of dollars and like drive Lamborghinis around and like drive like and be on yachts and everything. That's not my goal. My goal is to grow my wrestling brand and have a good impact. But that's why I'm working so hard. You want to have a strong reason as well. If your reason of getting rich is because you want to show off your cars to other people, then when you get rich, you're gonna keep wanting more and more so you can show off to more people because it's not going to be enough. But if you have a strong reason, maybe my reason might not be strong. Maybe I might, start maybe help like hundreds of people, and I'm like, nah, this is not enough. I need to help like hundreds of thousands of people. And then I get obsessed with other people's opinions. Maybe that could happen to me, but you want to have a strong reason, but at the same time, maybe meditate more. Maybe that's something that I keep telling myself, yo, I gotta start doing it again, because I did it like every single day before my wrestling practices, before I used to get up in the morning. And it really helped out a lot. Like every single time I did meditate before my wrestling practices, they were terrible practices. Every single time as well, when I listen to music in two of my wrestling matches ever, like music that would get me angry and a little bit of stress and everything like that. Well, it would give me emotions and I would get like stressed. So in those two matches, those were my two worst ever matches. Both those matches I lost by a lot of points, you can say. I lost by a lot, and they both matches were like, they weren't like me. But you clear your head up, because you cannot go at something without a clear head and without a clear direction and a clear goal. So maybe fix your inner self, but still, this is an issue that I feel like a lot, that I'm not doing enough. And this is probably an issue that a lot of people that are watching this, if you made it this far, will probably relate to. It's not just me saying that I'm not doing enough, because I also feel the same thing in my sport as well. I can get into that whole thing as well, like my sport, but I'm coming off an injury and everything like that, and the whole year I have a year off. That's why I'm taking the year off, to because I am behind. It's not like I'm feeling behind in my sport. I am actually behind. I'm wearing it's February 1st now, and I've stepped onto the wrestling mat one college practice. The season, you were allowed to go on practices since September, and it's February. So in that area, I'm actually behind. But with everything else, yeah, and I haven't uploaded in the last couple of days because I haven't really lifted. The previous week was a deload week, and the week after that was my first week coming back. I still had some elbow pain. Now it's completely gone. I woke up the last couple of days, and I don't feel any elbow pain at all. So I'll be back there. I'm very excited. I enjoy really recording those videos, and those videos help my communication skills like a lot. Like I feel really good talking to the camera and everything, because of every single time we did those hour-long vlogs that nobody watched, but it's up there. You can still go back and watch. You can maybe find some like hidden stuff. Like I don't even like listen. Not listen. Like I don't remember everything I said in those videos. So like I could have just said some random thing like, oh yeah, I hate wrestling. Like I hate this wrestling coach. I might call out somebody. And I'm like, wait, I didn't even know about it. I called them out back then. I don't really know, but it helped my communication skills, and it showed where I was at that time. You saw where I was in October, where I was in November, where I was in December, where I was in January, and now you're seeing where I am right now. So, yeah, that's the beauty of doing this. And, always have a strong reason, and just enjoy the moment. Just be happy. I feel like if you're like, if you're in public and you're just like the happy guy, the outgoing guy, everyone wants to be around him. Would you be around like teacher, for example? Would you want to be around some teacher that's angry and be like, so today we're gonna learn this. I'm bored. All right, we're gonna do this math problem here. What homework for you guys? Or do you want to be like that? Be around that math teacher, like, hey guys, so today we're like, I don't know, it's like all happy and everything. You want to be around that happy guy compared to like that guy. You don't want to be around that guy. So don't be that guy, and yeah, just enjoy everything.